This summer weather is unbearable! But wait! It's actually September! But it's so hot! It's so steamy! So unbearably... seasoned! There could only be one explanation! Otome hentai! I know I've said this once before, and I will say it again. Hallelujah for Otome hentai, okay? All different types, all different genres, the more than the eye can see, and I am just blessed to be alive, okay? Thank you, Mom and Dad, because I am here now to enjoy degeneracy at its finest via Otome hentai. Let's go! I mean, it's still not as much as the kind of typical hentai, but you know, we're getting there, and that's the point. And because there's so many more Otome hentai coming out right now, there are some titles that are sticking out to me for just being the top tier of sauciness. One of the titles that just screams to me out in my dreams, bitch, wake up, there's a new chapter. You gotta get up. You gotta get going. And that series to me right now is Peach Sorbet. I'm just going right into it. Now, when I first saw Peach Sorbet, okay, I was drawn in just for the sheer fact from the colorful art. Like, it's very beautiful. Look at it. It's got that sort of retro, sort of like lo-fi hip theme. And so when I saw the 18 plus tag, I was even more enthralled, okay? Especially because I saw that hunk of monk right there, I had to get some. So I started reading it, and not gonna lie, when I first started it, I was half expecting, or more than half expecting, that the story was gonna be just some half-baked, half-assed story where you're just kind of like, it's more of just like, the plot's there, but really we're all there for, okay? But I was enthralled. Enthralled with the amount of tea, sis. Where to begin? Probably the plot, let's go. But before we begin, I'd like to give thanks to today's sponsor, World of Warships. World of Warships is a free-to-play game that is available on your PC. It has amazing graphics that will just blow you away. It also has over 40 unique maps where each area has its own unique weather pattern. You can also choose from multiple different ship classes that you can use to conquer the sea. And you never get tired of the content because each month has new updates. The game is also available on numerous different consoles, so you have abundance to choose from and no excuse not to give it a try. So if you are interested, then please check out all the links in the description because they are right there. Register through the link in the description and enjoy a huge starter pack. While registering, please use the code BRAVO to get 500 doubloons free, 1.5 million credits, 7 days of premium account time, and one free choice of a premium ship after you complete 15 battles. Thank you again to World of Warship, and now back to the video. So the story is essentially about our main female lead, Moa, who's starting university and wants to look cool to her new classmates. So when they ask her, oh, did you lose your virginity? And she's like, yeah. And they were like, okay, to who? And then she makes up this guy named Yura on the spot. And of course, in anime trope logic, Yura is actually a student on her campus that the other students know. So she meets this Yura and is asking him, like, please keep up the lie, tell them that, you know, you took my virginity. And he's like, how about I just take your virginity anyway? So they do! They knock boots and they realize, hey, it ain't too shabby. We have a lot of physical chemistry. So they keep doing it. But after a while, we realize Yura's older brother, Yujin, is actually Moa's first love that she couldn't get over. But because her and Yura have such great physical chemistry, they can't stop canoodling! And Yura starts developing feelings for Moa, which makes things even more complicated. And Moa's over here trying to win over Yujin, but keeps banging his brother. The sauce! The hotness! The levels are overflowing! But reading the plot out loud, actually, it kind of sounds like... No. No, it doesn't sound like domestic girlfriend, does it? God, the art is so cute. Honestly, just looking at it right now, it's so cute. I mean, can you blame me for falling in love with that cute little face? So the sex scenes, right? They are phenomenal. They are literally top tier schniz. And I mean, of course they are because Yura and Moa have very good physical compatibility. So of course the sex scenes have to be S tier. And although the art is great, that is actually not the #1 thing that makes the sex scenes so phenomenal. Besides the drama, the reason why I got so caught up into Peach Sorbet is because we get to see both the thoughts of Yura and Moa as they're going at it. And, you know, it's not the usual sort of like hentai where you're used to seeing like, oh, she's so tight, oh, it's amazing. You know, it's like, I want to see, I want to hear, it's like, I'm not them, I'm not them, so how am I supposed to know how everything's going? So when you hear their thoughts, and it's not just one person or one saying it's like the same cliche lines, it's like literally they go into how they enjoy it and what it feels like, and it's it adds to the spice, my guys. Spiciness! It's the gosh dang build-up, dude. It's the build-up to oh god, the sauciness is already, it's like so hot in here. I need to just real quick, oh my god. It's the build-up, dude. It's the goddamn build-up. The hotness. It's overwhelming. And I'm gonna say this again, when I'm seeing a hentai and I get to see the guy actually enjoy it instead of like just the white face where the girl's like, ugh, it makes it so much better. So with that being said, not every chapter is sex-focused, of course. So if you're looking for a quick wham-bam thank you hand, this series is probably not it. Because although the sex is just delectable, it is not the sole reason I got into this series. It is also because of it's the drama, my guy. I crave it. I am definitely 100% one of those girls that loves just reading trash tier stuff because of the tea, and this is like, even though it's not trash, it's just tea, baby. It's a constant of will they, won't they, of whomsoever will win. Yujin the brother may take advances towards Moa, and what about Yura and his feelings towards her? Especially since he can't stop banging around with her. And Moa, how will she decipher her feelings? Especially with their overwhelming physical compatibility. It's overwhelming. The spiciness! The spiciness! Especially since more and more twists keep coming up throughout the series, it might as well be like M. Night Shyamalan started writing porn. Now, I want to go into more detail and more questions of things, but I don't want to spoil it because the series isn't exuberantly long right now. It is only about like 26 chapters, and it doesn't have all this information yet. So I'm just saying. But right now, the story, it is very much a buildup of Yura and Moa's relationship. And although it is more friends with benefits, we don't know if it's going to be turning more romantic between the both of them or if they're just gonna still remain friends. And it's partly because of their relationship that they have within the story. It makes it so much better because it adds a little bit of comedy. Because they do see, I think especially Moa sees Yura more as a friend. And because of that, it does add some quite a bit of comedic relief, and also it makes the scenes feel a bit more intimate and realistic. This is just the beginning of the spice level, okay? And it's already it's hot, okay? It's medium hot, but I feel like it's gonna go right up that tier. I'm eyes peeled, okay? There is an insatiable lust in me, a lust for wanting to see constant drama and shit constantly hitting the fan. So this is honestly, I couldn't stop yammering on about this series. I had to say something. The ending is kind of predictable right now, especially if the author doesn't change things up, but I do think they will, considering they're too good at writing the spiciness. It's unbearable. It's unbearable. Especially when there's times when you feel like nothing's gonna happen with Yujin, the older brother, but then suddenly, tick grab. Accidental, who cares? I'm taking it. I recommend it if you like a heavy dose of spice, not just for your pee-pee, but for your heart. I read the story on Leshin, which is where I read a lot of otome hentai-based webtoons, so I highly recommend that as well, but this one definitely for me is the best one out of all of them. So what I'm saying is if you are a shitbag who likes drama just as much as me, just go. I don't know where to go off from there. Either way, thank you guys again for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you are thinking about supporting this channel, then please type in this link here, or check the link in the description because it's right there. Either way, thank you guys again, and ta-da!